Hi there, my name is Amanda Hill, and in this video I'm going to show you how to list a product for sale on Amazon and the things you need to look for first. Now, I happen to have this product in my hand, so there's varying things that I need to think about first. Can I sell it? Should I sell it? Will I make some money? Is it a one-off? Am I going to test the market with it? Lots and lots of different things to think about first. Now, it happens to be this particular product came in a box of things, so I'm just not going to worry about margins and replenishment and all the rest of it. I just want to have a look at it and test it first. So the first thing that I could do is go on my app for my seller AMP, or on my app for my Amazon Seller Central on my phone, or I can do it on the computer to show you what that looks like. So what I'm actually going to do is I am going to just do a quick search and see if the product is already selling on amazon.co.uk, because I am in Amazon in the UK. So the product is called First Date of Turkish Rose. Let's see what it gives me if I type that in. So it's identifying lots of things with Turkish and rose and whatever. However, my product isn't coming up. Now, it could be I haven't put sufficient detail in, or lots of different reasons, but I now have plan B. On the bottom of my product is a barcode, and that's unique to every single product that sells. So when it gets scanned, the system that it is linked to can charge you the correct amount of money. Now, they go on a central database in the UK that's called GS1. Now, those barcodes are specific to a brand and specific to a product, and this one is not being used. So I'm going to need to start from scratch. I'm going to need to add the product. So I'm going to need a few things, the very first of which is a picture. So I'm going to open Canva and get the blank space to put the picture in, take a picture, stick it in there and download it, and then I need to go and find all of the information relating to this product. And then I'm going to do it on the computer to show you how to do that and to see if I can list it. So the chances are this is going to need to be in beauty or health and personal care. So I am ungated for both of those categories. What does ungated mean? It means that Amazon have approved me to sell in those two categories. In general, you only need to be ungated once. So let's go and find some more information for this. Then let's go and log in to our Seller Central and get this product added. Now, of course, I don't know if it's going to sell. In general, I pick products that are already selling, so I know what I'm letting myself in for. But if you don't try something, how on earth do you know if it's going to work? So this is Canva. This particular square is exactly the right size for my product. My picture is uploaded to it, and I can make it fit to the edges of it. And I can also play with it and remove any grayness behind so that my background is perfectly white. Now, if you have a picture with all sorts of things in the background that you don't want, Canva is fabulous for you to be able to use the remove background filter. It's exceptionally good at cleaning up your pictures. So all I want to do now is download this picture. Let me just center it. And then I'm going to be able to use it in my listing. Now, obviously, the more pictures you have, the better for you. but Amazon wants plain background and they want just what it says. So no words, no anything other than what it is and what it does. So there you go. Let's just flip straight over to Seller Central and then let's get started and see if I can list this on its own for the brand, because that's a second consideration. Are you able to list an individual product on the barcode of the brand that you want to list, even if it doesn't exist on there already? So I haven't tested this. We're going to test it live and we'll see what happens. Okay, so we're now logged into the Seller Central back office and we need to go and add a product. Now, we already have the barcode of this product and we know what it is. I could have used it and done it on my phone, but personally I prefer to do it on a computer. I've already done the search for it and it brought up nothing. So the option I need to pick is this one here. I'm adding a product not sold on Amazon. Now, some brands will never let you list their products. Others will. Sometimes you'll get ungated to be able to do that, others you won't. Until you try it, you have no idea. And if we fail to be able to do it as an individual, we've got plan B. But let's go and try it. Thankfully, it's come up with beauty and fragrances for me, so I'm just going to click on that one. I could have just gone and searched, but as it's giving it to me, I might as well go and have a look. Now, do we think it may be a female perfume? Probably. So we can pick specifically which one. Now, I happen to know that this is an eau de parfum. So do we have that option? Yes, we do. It is here. Now, quite often, these are search terms that people are looking for. So it's best to go and find the relevant place to put it. Make it easy for people to buy. So now I'm going to need to put in all the details from the product ID and then the full title. And I can use something to help me with that if I can list it. So let's just go and put the ID in and see what it lets me do. So the testing time, is it going to say yes or no? Now, ordinarily, I'll have clicked all attributes and started putting a lot of information in. However, sometimes it's easier to just do it on recommended or required. And in this case, I want to check I'm going to be able to sell it or actually list it as an individual on the barcode with the brand. Now, quite often, if people get turned down at this stage, instead of finding plan B that is going to keep them safe and not lose them the ass in later on down the line, they actually put no brand name or a different brand name in here. That's not the route to go. The directory is actually owned by Amazon, and if they believe that you're manipulating it, at some stage you could lose your account in its entirety. Otherwise, you can particularly use those ASINs. So I'm going to see if it's going to allow me to do this. Oh, and it has. Gosh, how cool is that? So now I can add all the rest of it and then go put my pictures in, which I have, and I've got saved so I can find them. And I might have just cheated to get the words that I need for it, because I could just go and find it elsewhere, or I could do what I have actually done, is go to ChatGPT and ask it to write an optimized listing for this particular product. That's exactly the route that I've taken because it's quicker and helps me. However, be uber careful and check the information it's pulled from the web is completely correct. The last thing you want is to have a listing that's incorrect. But this is a great thing to do. So, having gone all through the route of putting my pictures in and doing whatever, it decided that the ASIN wasn't correct. That's the barcode on the back. So I needed to then go and change it. Now, as you can see, it's telling me I'm not going to be able to list it just as this individual, which is really frustrating. Now, I can submit an application to do that, and that's what this looks like. Am I officially affiliated with the brand? What is the product number? What is the title? What is the manufacturer? And what other items do I want to sell? Now, I can apply to do this, and it may or may not give me permission. If it doesn't, then I'm going to need plan B, which is going to be a bundle that doesn't require any of this. So let's fill this in, see what happens, and then take it forward with whatever plan B is going to be. Just so you know, when you're applying for being able to list a particular brand, you're going to need to give an awful lot of information. So you're going to need pictures, you're going to need the barcodes so you can see those too. You're going to need an invoice with the products on, and you've got to jump quite a few hoops. So if that's the route that you're going to take, then you're going to need to have all of the information to hand. Now, if you can't get any of that information, don't waste your time getting started. Look at creating a separate bundle for that product. So plan B is let's do a bundle. So I found a rose bubble bath to go with my rose perfume, and I can now list it as a generic bundle. Let me show you what that looks like. So here's where we have our issue, and we can now remove that and put this, and we can remove that, and we can say that it is a bundle. Now it's going to ask for a GTIN exemption, which it automatically seems to do now. And so that means we don't have to put the UPC up here, so it's not going to go and check that. We're not going to put a variation on it. What I am going to have to do now, of course, is go and change my pictures and my content to make sure that it matches what I'm actually going to give it. So that makes it a lot easier for me. And now I'm just going to go and fill it in. Give me 2 seconds. So we've got product, pictures, keywords, description, images, and everything it's asked for. Is it now going to let me click and say save and finish? Because I haven't now broken the rules. I haven't now had to sidestep somebody else's brand. I can now list something that matches with search terms that people will probably be looking for. And I can test it with just one merchant fulfilled, should I so desire. Then I can see whether it's worth my while to go and invest further and see how many people are actually looking at it or finding it, or I can send some traffic to it in varying different ways, paid or otherwise. So whatever my offer is, then I can now click it and see if it'll let me save it. So I've put my price in, and I can decide whether I'm sending it in or whether I'm going to let Amazon do it for me. Now, if it's going to be a gift, it's very nice to be able to put gift messaged or gift wrapped. And if that's the audience you're aiming for, then why wouldn't you do that? So I now just need to put one in, and let's see if I'm able to list it. There we go. So we overcame the hurdle of not being able to list a product on a brand that we didn't have permission to do, although we have applied for that now, but I wanted to do it now. So I found a product that goes with it, although I do need to add it into the title because I just realised it hasn't gone in the title. And as soon as it shows in the back, I will add it, and then we're good to go to test it and see if it actually works. So let me just see if I can get that title amended. So it's come up. It's still resolving. It's going to take about 15 minutes anyway, but saved and up and ready to see if it's going to be tested. So there you go. overcame the hurdles, and off we go. I wonder what you're going to be able to do. Any messages, issues, leave under the video, and I'll do what I can to help you.